What's going on, Crunchtime Survivors? You're here with Coach Chang
and Coach Cat,
and we are the coaching staff. And today, oh man, this is going to be heartfelt because this was something tragic that just happened in our city. October 29th, the mass shooting in Ybor. We have two of the victims and survivors that came to tell their story today. Emily Perez and Kyla Riker. Hey, so we're going to get right into it. Emily, starting with you first. Introduce yourself to the people.
All right. My name's Emily. I'm 18. I'm from Tampa. I graduated from Tech in college.
Tech. Okay.
In college for biotechnology. I work at Chipotle.
Okay.
That's pretty much it about me.
Okay. Going right along to Miss Kyla. Kyla. Not Kyler, it's Kyla.
Kyla. Not Kyla, not Keela, not...
And put the A at the end.
Yeah,
respect your name, huh? Go ahead. Go ahead, introduce yourself, baby.
I'm Kyla, I'm 20. I was working at Wendy's, but won't be there no more. But I graduated from Chamberlain.
Chambo. Alumni. You already know what time it is. We started that Chambo stuff. That Chambo, class of 97 started that. So while y'all be hollering Chambo, you remember Coach now, but go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'm pretty much like into cosmetology, so that's like something I'm gonna get into for sure now that I got more time, because usually I was so busy with work, but now definitely gonna get into cosmetology because I love doing hair and makeup. That's all my type of thing.
You think you can do something with this? Like I do?
For sure.
You can do something with this?
You know.
Okay.
I'll lay that lace.
I'm playing that. You'll put that lace on there? Oh, okay, baby girl. I have to come see you.
I'll make it scalp too.
I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna be your first. Listen, you gotta make me one of them. What you call it, fire reels.
I will.
All right. Say less. I'm gonna be your first project. So getting right into it. How did you two meet?
We met through one of our old mutual friends at Ybor, actually. We met at Ybor.
Our first night was lit, too.
Me and my old best friend, we had met up with Kyla, and then we just went to the club after we met up. And Kyla's the one that really introduced me into the thing called Taylor Port.
Oh man, that's Mad Dog 2020 with a twist.
That's the best thing I've ever had in my life.
So,
Lord have mercy.
And then ever since then, we just been going out to Ybor, bowling, drunk bowling, not
drunk
regular
bowling. It's so much fun.
And we just been hanging out. Like, even though like we go for like a stroll sometimes, get food together. We went shopping. We tried to shop at Ross.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't
Ross. Hold up, what's wrong with Ross?
Well, we was looking for like a Ybor outfit.
We was looking for, we wasn't finding what we were looking for. Like, it wasn't giving us that.
And too many people had their loose children around.
No, for real.
Oh, so y'all got a problem with Ross? How you got a problem with Ross?
No, okay.
The parking place, man. Everybody shops at Ross.
Okay, well, Ross didn't have what I was looking for. Okay. And it was already looking at us crazy. I said, look, we in here with
we just went bowling
shorts and regular stuff, and it was like, it looked like we was coming in there for a good little steal, and I was like, okay, so this is Ross.
Are y'all from Tampa? Are you Tampa?
Yeah.
Are you Tampa? See, a lot of people say they're from Tampa, been migrated from somewhere else. Are you a Tampa? You tech. Are you Tampa?
Tampa.
What about you?
I don't discriminate where I'm from. I'm from born and raised in Missouri. Show me state.
Show me state. I like that. I like that.
So, I'm basically a native now, but never discriminate home. Okay.
How long you been here?
I've been here for about 7-8 years.
Yeah.
But like I was moving back and forth, but I love Florida. Florida is home. Missouri is my home where I'm from, but that's not home. Florida is home.
Oh,
Tampa is home for me.
I love to hear that. So moving right into it, how long have you two been friends?
2 months.
2 months, exactly. 2 months. We met September 3rd. We met. I look back on the date. We met September 3rd. Is when we first started getting close.
That was Saturday.
So this is going on 3 months. This is our 3rd month of being friends.
3rd month of being friends, and y'all share such a tragic event and moment together.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this friendship better last forever.
And it will.
It better last forever.
That's what the bracelets are.
It better last through breakups. It better be last through gossip. It better last forever after what y'all done been through.
It sure will.
Okay. Now I hear her confidence.
Yeah,
it better last forever.
I told her she not going nowhere. She got a little boo now, but I'm here first. So.
Oh, she got a little boo? No! She got a little boo?
Okay, well, someone's is outside.
Oh, okay. Hey, you know what, man? You know what? I'm glad that y'all, because it's hard to meet new friends.
Yeah.
And y'all are at the, I would say, the friend making and finding out who friends are age.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's big. So to have your friendship tested the way it's been tested, and we're gonna get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a great thing. That's a great thing, because that's something to build for. Because even when you're going through something, you know what? I can't just cut off.
Yeah.
We survive together.
Yeah.
That's just something to build. That's something to build, and that's what make y'all Crunchtime Survivors.
Mm-hmm.
So, Emily, talking to you. October 28th is when y'all start getting ready. It's Halloween. It's the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Not thinking that would happen that night. Like what? What was your thoughts of that day? Like everything was. What was that day like?
Well, me and Kyla didn't really know that day if we was gonna be at Ybor, to be honest, because like we went Friday night, and so we had another friend that we went with actually that night. Her name is Shayla, and she's the one that actually asked us to come out with her. And we were like, we haven't saw her in a while, so we might as well go, because Kyla wanted to go like bowling, arcade, something. So we just decided to go outside with our friend, since we haven't saw her. And we didn't really think nothing of it. Like, we went to Five Below together, and we looked for, like, little costumes to put together, because we knew people were going to be dressed up. Mm-hmm. I was aware that it was going to be crowded. I just wasn't aware that was going to happen. Like, even my father, when I had
Nobody never knows when it's going to happen. It was just that, like some people, like, I just had a friend pass last week, Myron. And call him DJ Big Head. And it was a car accident. You wake up and you just think you just gonna live. Like, it's gonna be a normal day. People that's on your nerves gonna be on your nerves. People that make you happy gonna make you happy. I'm gonna go and eat at my favorite restaurant, but don't know.
People make it seem like because it happened where it happened that like, oh, that means y'all need to stay inside. Like,
no, I won't say that. At my age, we need to stay our ass inside, because we not built for this young generation. Y'all, like you have to figure life out. You have to figure life out. What was that day like for you leading up to that night? Well, like
she said, I was trying to do something different, because we already had went out Friday. Friday we had such a good night. We took so many cute little pictures. So I was trying to go bowling or arcade. Like she said, our friend Shayla asked to hang out, and I was like, we, like she said, we ain't see her in a while, so. I had took my best friend's well, she's not my best friend no more, but I took her.
So hold up. So who's your best friend now?
Emily Perez.
So how y'all change best friends so fast?
Okay, well,
like so fast.
So in my situation, my best friend was not there for me at all.
Oh, okay.
She was not with me.
But you know what we gonna do? We ain't gonna get them type of people that pub. You know what I'm saying? Let that pub stay where it's like, cause this your friend, this your best.
This my best.
This your sister.
This my bullet buddy sister. That's all of it. Just bullet buddies for my bracelets crew.
Hey, so when I was talking to y'all on the phone prior to this interview, hey, this one here, man, too soon. Like some stuff is just too soon. Share with the people what you told me.
So like I told him, I said, well, yeah, we gonna get there. Don't expect us to be running up in there. I said, we got our little cripple walks, okay? We crip walking up into your store.
Wow.
He was like, man, y'all is crazy. And I said, very much so.
Too soon. So what club did y'all go to that night? Because it was a Halloween night.
We didn't go to the club.
It was expensive. 50, 75 per person.
Yeah.
Well, we tried to go in.
We went to the Spanish spot and we were like, yeah, no.
We can't do Spanish.
They were so crowded and they were bumping into you.
I like Spanish clubs.
I like them too.
I love Spanish clubs. What are you talking about?
But they being disrespectful.
Man, I love them Spanish clubs. Come on, man.
You know you can't dance,
man. I'm killing you. Our last dance off at Gas was I killed you in the parking lot. The footage is all over the internet.
And guess what?
Your random already said I won, Cat.
On camera, it's meant.
Man, come on, man. Y'all go back and check it out. Y'all go back and check the ticket out.
I rose right on the ticket.
Stop.
He just put.
Stop playing.
Stop. For real.
But man, y'all have such a infectious vibe, man. Like y'all make it like this interview has been like it's infectious because the energy, and y'all have great energy. So Emily, what happened that night? What did you see from your point of view? Like, what happened? What time was it? Start with the time. Like, we want to know.
All right. So it was 2:43 in the morning. This has nothing to do with the incident, but this is like what led to like everything happening. So there was like a little fight that went on with these Hispanics. It had nothing to do with the shooting, but me and Kyla were like right there as they were fighting. This girl take her phone out, start chasing them,
I'm
recording.
world with it, okay? I get down.
She was chasing.
World star Kyla, come on.
And so
Stop playing.
You know how crowded the streets were? I was already crowded.
so-
Couldn't get no further. So
Okay.
I might as well pull the phone out.
And so the guy, they eventually break up the fight. The guy bleeding from his nose. I was like, no, they got him. And so Kyla come back with her phone. Y'all, look at this video. Look at this video. I was like,
Man,
girl, I was like, damn, you got a close up. And so she showed me the video. Like, we looking at her phone, watching the video, laughing. And as we walking more down towards 7th Avenue, we're walking towards actually the commotion that led to the shooting without even us knowing, because we saw it was crowded there, but we didn't know there was a fight going on that led to everything happening. So as we're walking, all you hear is gunshots going off, like a first round going off. And me and Kyla, we duck so quick. Like, at first I was like, wait, are they popping fireworks or is this real? Because no one has ever been bold to just shoot up Ybor with all these police here. So our first instincts was duck. And everyone, all you hear is screaming, all you hear is running, and then a second round go off. As I'm trying to run, it was so crowded that I end up, a lot of people say they feel heat when they get shot or hot. I felt pressure on my leg. And as I felt the pressure on my leg, I fell on the sidewalk. And as I was falling, I guess I got shot again on my lower back. But I didn't feel that bullet. I felt my leg one. And so as I fell, I'm out in the open. Like, there's nothing, nothing protecting me. Like, I'm just laying in the open.
So you were the young lady in the white dress. Okay, you were the angel.
So as I'm on the ground, shots are still being fired. Like, I was so scared because I didn't know where they was. I didn't know what was going on. But I was terrified that I was going to get shot again. So, you know, me, I'm in school for medical. Like, I want to do something in the medical field. Like, at Tech, I was in the medical program for 4 years. So as I saw blood on my leg, I knew to put pressure on it. So I'm like laying on the ground. You could see me with my hand on my leg. Mind you, I didn't know I got shot on my back. My back did feel weird, but I didn't know. So this bystander comes up to me and was like, "Are you okay? Did you get shot?" I'm looking at her like,
Duh.
yeah. And then she runs away from me. I was like, okay, nice talk. So then a nice officer comes.
I'm sorry.
Hey man, it's not a laughing matter, man. Man, go.
The way the lady just asked me and runs off. I mean, I understand
like,
every man for themselves, but dang.
So now when this happened, like, this happened the same time with both y'all? Or?
No, wait. Let her finish.
Right, let her finish.
So as I fall, like, everything's like in slow motion. Like, I can hear the chaos, but everything's going slow. I remember I look forward and I see Kyla face right in front of me. Like, I'm laying down, Kyla right here, and I see her go down. She holding her leg out forward. I remember us locking eyes, and like the face we gave each other was like us saying goodbye to each other. Like, I would never forget her face when we looked at each other. And she remembers me crying, looking at me crying, and I was like, the face that we gave each other is just a face that I can never like get out my head. So as I'm on the ground, an officer comes to me. She was like, "Did you get shot? Did you see the shooter?" I'm like, "No, I didn't see no shooter. Like, I got shot. Can you please help me?" And so I asked her, I was like, "Did I get shot on my back? Because my back feels weird." And so I don't know where she pulled these scissors out, but she cut my dress off. She cut my dress in half. I just bought that dress too. And so she cut my dress off.
You don't think about your injuries. You just think about
the dress. You just got hit. You just got hit with no one knows what they got out here. You worried about this dress?
Twice.
I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna lie. I was worried about my nicotine too. I had to make sure I grabbed it and put it in my purse.
Wow.
I was like looking around. I wasn't even worried about where my phone was. I was like, hey, where's my Nick? But anyway, so the officer comes, she rips my dress off.
That's them beans for them paws.
So she rips my dress off and she was like, yes, you did get shot in your back. And I don't know where she pulled these towels out either, but she started putting towels on me, chest all out for the show, for Ybor. And so it took a while for EMS to get me. I'm guessing since I was just like full of shock, I wasn't that much critical. But I remember I was yelling at them officers. I was like, can y'all take me in the ambulance now? I was like, can I get off this ground? But as soon as the officer found my phone, I called my parents. I knew my dad was gonna pick up. My dad would pick up in an instant. It was the worst phone call I knew he ever received. It was 3 a.m. I called him. I said, Dad, I got shot. Like, I'm yelling, I got shot, help me. I remember he got an Android. I tried to send him my location thinking he was gonna be able to get to me because I was just so
hold on, I just heard the shade. He got an Android. What's wrong with an Android? Like, stop!
I tried to give him my location, but then I was like, well, he didn't even get it because he got a droid. So he was just, all I could hear was him like, what are you talking about? Are you okay? Like, my dad is more of the sensitive kind, and my mom is like the soldier. But when this happened, I really saw the more emotional side of my mom. Like, my dad had to give the phone to my mom, and I could hear her voice, like the worry. But she was the main one calming me down because, I was yelling at these EMTs and everything, and she was like, you need to calm down before you start losing blood and all this other stuff. But I was just like Kyla. I was like, am I gonna walk? Am I gonna have my leg? And they just kept looking at me. I'm like, hello?
It's at the scene.
Yeah, it's at the scene. So when the EMT arrived, immediately they go for my blood pressure. Surprisingly, my vitals were very good, given that I was screaming and all this energy was going on. Mm-hmm. And I remember they tried to get an IV in me. And so both my arms are just like this in the air. And they just like trying to get an IV, and it was not working. Like, they couldn't get no IV. And I remember one of the guys, they got an IV and they got it and they took it out without putting the stuff in. And I was like, bro. So at this point, I'm laying on the ground, 2 gunshots, getting stabbed in my arm. They eventually got one, and then it took like 5 of them to put me on the stretcher because they had to pick me up. Because when I tell you I could not move, like, I couldn't even put my leg straight. I had to be in the hospital, in the ambulance, right, with my leg just like propped up. Because I tried, but I remember I was like, I can move my toes, so that must be something good. Because that's the first thing I did when I got in the ambulance was I wiggled my toes, and I was like, okay, they moving.
That's that tech education.
Yeah.
Tech. Yeah, that's that medical field. Yeah. My daughter's actually in the RN program at FIU, and she graduated from Tech. So they're putting out good product now.
Yeah. So we got to I went to St. Joseph's emergency trauma room, and I did the CT scan, X-ray. It was crazy. Like, they was flipping me. I'm like, oh my God. Like, yo, this is very painful. But the nurses were very sweet. Like, they were very there for me because I was a wreck. Like, I was crying. I was bad. But my family was the first family there out of all the families from the shooting. Like, they beat me to the hospital. When I got out the hospital car, they were like, look, I'm right here, right by the door. And I was crying so bad. I was like, before I got off the phone, we stood on the phone from the scene to when I got in the hospital. I was like, I love y'all so much. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I kept apologizing to them. I was like, I'm sorry I went out. Like, they were like, oh, this is not your fault. Like, this and all this stuff. But so eventually they told me the bullets have to stay in, both of them. When they were about to discharge me, because they said I was very lucky. Like, none of my bullets have damaged any organs, any tissues, any veins, any bones. They didn't hit nothing. The one on my back is surrounded by soft tissue. So they said eventually it's gonna die and grow back. But it's like the bullet and then it's the soft tissue. It's just like lodging there.
Grow over.
And then they didn't tell me this, but I was reading my medical record, and I guess one of the bullets ended up breaking into fragments. So I guess that's another reason why they can't take it out, because they said taking it out would do more damage than good.
It was a 22, because certain bullets that goes in 22s, when they hit, they spread. They could have been buckshots. It could have been anything. So, all right, now you laying on the ground. You say y'all gave each other the look of goodbye. Ending goodbye. Kyla, why were y'all separated? What happened? Like what happened?
So, so basically from my point of view, so when I finally was like, once I heard the gunshots, like she said, like everything, I just remember running, but then like I got stuck, like a crowd was like, everybody was running, and like I got turned around and I saw Emily, because I remember we were together at first and then we got split up because, you know, crowds of people were just rushing, trying to save themselves, of course. Like, so I turned around, I saw Emily on the ground, like she holding her leg, I see her crying, so you know, I'm trying to go back.
So hold up. Let me stop you right there. How long your friendship is?
2 months.
It's 2 months. You got away. You were away. You were out of harm's way. And you turned around to go and get somebody that you only known 2 months. Right? That says a lot about your character. That says a lot about your character.
If you come together, you leave together.
Yeah, that's how I was raised. You come together, you leave together. And I was never going to leave her. I don't care how safe I was. Even though they were shooting, because, you know, we didn't have no chance.
You'll be my friend. Because I don't think I have friends like that. I think he'll leave me.
Left my shoes behind.
And he would have left his shoes and all. You see that? He would have got in the car and say, "Boy, I hope he made it home." He probably would have texted me, "You straight?" No. He would have came back and got me as well. But go ahead, finish.
So like, cause like, you know, I was barely getting your freedom anyway to like get it. But I remember I saw her and I was like, oh my God, I see her cry. I was trying to get to her. But then I got turned around again because of these crowds. And then when I got turned around, that's when I got shot in my leg. But when I got shot in my leg, I got shot in my femoral artery. As soon as you get hit there, 5 to 7 minutes of living. Because you could bleed out. You could definitely bleed out from that.
And we actually have some pictures. Did you post those pictures? Like
pull them up on the screen.
Yeah, yes, put them up on the screen. Show the people.
5 to 7 minutes to bleed out from your femoral artery. And when I got shot, I remember it was like my leg was burning. It was hot, and I'm like, oh my God. So I looked down, and you know when your artery, when you bleed, it squirts. So mine was squirting out like a water gun, and I was like, oh my God, like. You know, my arms are so weak from blood because, like I said, you bleed out. So my arms are so weak. So I remember I was trying to walk to like get in like a spot where I don't have to. I was still on the sidewalk, like me and her were like diagonal like this, pretty much. Like I'm right here, she like more right here. So I was walking and I fell, like because I was collapsed, like my body gave up, and then. I guess, like, in the video, like, I seen of me, like, my leg is, just see me sitting in a puddle of my own blood and the trail of blood, like, going to where I was. I fell in front of Show Bar. So, when I fell in front of there, I guess I was, like, unconscious when they first found me. Because, you know, bleeding out. So, this security guard named Brian, he came out and, like... Because my friend Shayla finally got to like force herself in there. They wasn't gonna let her in. They was not letting nobody in the clubs. They were like, locked out. But they let Shayla in, and Shayla was like, y'all need to get to her. She's bleeding out. You need to get to my friend. So Brian came out because his boss at first he told his boss like, if you don't let me out and that girl dies, it's gonna be on you because we can help
Brian.
her.
What is his last name?
I don't know, but I know that. Because I was like, you know, I had asked him at first if I could bring him up. And he was like, yeah, that's okay. So, okay. You know, but if anything, because I don't want to put too much on him just because, like, you know.
No, he saved your life.
Yeah.
Like
he sees that. Yeah, he sees that as, like, he saved my life, and he's just saying he was glad he was there and everything. And, you know, but some people don't see that as that. They see it as, like, you know, they did their job because he's a security guard, you know, they're there to help. So he got out to me. He put his tourniquet on me, and that's what woke me up because, you know, they trying to stop the bleeding. So they did that. And then the firefighters who, you know, they be out there, they tied my leg up. So I had 2 tourniquets on my leg. And they squeezed them so tight. I thought my leg was numb. I was like, why I can't feel my stuff? Why I'm trying to move my feet? And I was like, I remember my mom raised me like, something happened to your leg, prop it. I'm like, prop my leg. But then I was just like, my thing was, because at first, like, once I finally started getting to talk, my leg, like, because at first I couldn't talk. No, I couldn't even get my name out. Like, in your head, you're saying it, but the words aren't coming out. Like, my mouth was like, because, you know, all that blood I lost, your body just moves so slow. You're just like, ugh. And then I remember, like, once I finally got to say my name, I was like, Kyla. It came out in a whisper. But Ryan was right there holding my hand. And he was like, Kyla, what's your favorite color? Do you have siblings? Do you have kids? This and the third. You know, I was just like, I can't talk. Like, it hurt so much because it took so much energy to get the words out. But I saw that I was surrounded by people. Like, there was people all around me. Not like they wouldn't let nobody come up and try to record me. First of all, like, I'm bleeding out. I'm like in serious critical condition. Like, so they were telling me, like, I remember I just hear them yelling, 20-year-old female bleeding, gunshot wound to the femoral artery. I'm like, I'm hurting. So, like, I remember I had my heels on, and I was telling the lady, the police officer, she was in front of me, I was like, take my heels off, take my heels off.
So, hold on. You was worried about your dress, and you didn't care about your heels.
I was telling them to take them off because my feet was so, like, drenched out in blood. Like I said, like, I was bleeding everywhere.
Wow.
Because it, like I said, I got shot in my femoral artery, but it came out my butt, like, at the lower part of my butt. Wow. I was just telling them, like, get that stuff off of me because, like, I could feel the blood just drenching, and it was soaking up. Like, it's like you're sitting in your own puddle of blood, really. Like, it was like a bathtub of blood on my feet, it felt like. And I was like, oh my God, like, I wanted to take them off. So then I started asking about Emily. I said, where is my friend? Where is my friend? I'm crying. I'm like, is she okay? Is my friend okay? The lady, like, what's she wearing? I said, a white dress with an angel halo. She was like, a lot of people's wearing that. I was like, find my friend. I said, she's only 18, bro. I was like, she only 18. I started crying because I was just hoping that she was okay because I was trying to get to her. I kept telling them, I'm trying to get to her. I was trying to get to her. And then I was like, then I started thinking, like, how long is this gonna be? It took forever for the ambulance to come. I swear I thought I was out there for like eternity. Whole time, like, they was like, do you hear those sirens? They're coming for you. They're coming for you. They're coming for you. Okay. So they finally got the ambulance. It's like they said, like she said, it took a couple people to get me up because, you know, my body dead weight. I mean, I'm drained out of blood. So finally they get me up there on the thing, and then I didn't see Emily, but I saw the 14-year-old, and they had that sheet over his, and I started crying because I didn't know nobody died. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, like, someone's died. Like, this is serious.
Wow.
I seen it too.
And speaking of, like, and actually, December 10th, Perry Harvey Park, we're actually getting together and we putting unity in the community to stop the gun violence. And I think that's something y'all should come out to and participate in because we're really trying to get back into the community. And thanks to the Sheriff Department, Tampa PD, Tampa Police Department, the Mayor Jane Castor, for help putting this thing together. Because the gun violence is way out of hand.
Now that bill and right, that it's like, oh, you don't have to have a license. Like, once they heard no license, that's when they started going crazy with it.
You feel like that's what the problem is?
Yes, when they passed that. Permit? Yeah, and even then, like, the way they were shooting, like, obviously you need.
I mean, they said one of them was stolen. One of the
gun. So y'all got all that information fast, like
it was on the news. I got that from the news.
They say one of the guns was stolen, and
my mom had to tell me because I couldn't.
Yeah, she was telling me.
I was so because, like I said, once I finally got on the EMS and they put me on there, I remember just getting. I remember I was trying to call my mom the whole time I wanted to stretch her. My mom's phone was on silent. I didn't know that, and so I finally called her boyfriend, and I was like, call mom, tell her I got shot, and then they put me in the thing and they hung up the call. You
can imagine what your mom was going through.
Yeah.
Yes, because once they hung up that call,
being all the way in Missouri.
Yes, my mom's all the way in Missouri. All my family is in Missouri. I'm here like living with a friend. So all my family is in Missouri, you know, knowing you're 1,000 miles away, and then my phone had to go off and like not knowing if she's okay and stuff like that. I was so upset because I was hoping my mom like did not find out something happened to me through the internet. My thing was I wanted to try to get to her. I was worried. Like my thing is I was worried about everybody else. I didn't fuck my energy, my injuries. That's how I felt. Like I was just trying to make sure everyone else like knew what was going on. But they had to put that oxygen mask on me because I was losing so much. My vitals and everything were bad. Apparently, I had no pulse. Like I died. And I was basically the third victim at that point.
Right.
Like the third person who had died.
So you actually flatlined, like
I flatlined, like it got to that point. So when I finally got to the hospital, I remember they had to cut my outfit off, and they finally took the turning kits off, and they were like, "Do you know where you are?" I'm like, "A hospital, I think. Hope so."
Well, you know they got to ask.
No one talks about how bright it is when you're in there, though. No one talks about the spotlights they put. Like it's just all on you, and I'm crying because I was like, my leg. Now I'm starting to feel it all.
Yeah.
Once they took that thing off, and then when they went to take me to my CAT scan and brought me out, my artery popped again. So they rushed me. I had to get 6 blood transfusions. So, you know, half of this blood ain't even my blood no more. Right? Blood from other people that, you know, thank God for blood drives. They save lives, okay?
Blood drives save lives.
Blood drives save lives, because if that...
Hold up, say that with a little bit more emphasis, because we're going to take that clip, and you're going to be the
Blood drive saves lives, okay? I'm a victim, you know. I'm a survivor, so, you know.
Yeah, real
whoever donates blood, you know, I appreciate y'all. Pray for y'all. Thank you, because you saved me.
I donate.
You know, I appreciate that.
You know what's crazy? When I was in the hospital, I remember telling all the nurses and doctors, I was like, "Are we in Grey's Anatomy?" I was like, "This feel like Grey's Anatomy." And then this one EMT crushed my spirits, bro. He was like, "That's fake." I said, and he was behind me as he was pushing me. I said, "Who said that?"
Man, are you serious? Listen, man, like this supposed to be serious, man. Come on, man. Are you serious, man?
I could not.
I remember in mine, I was begging, like, "Don't give me that robot leg. I don't want
man, come on, man."
To the people who got those, but me, I did not want that. I was like,
ready
"Don't save my leg." But I didn't know the severity of my injuries. And then they, you know, finally, my mom, they got me on the phone. My mom, I don't remember it though, my mom, because like, you know, they already had me on so much medication. They had to get my blood pressure right.
Yeah, this girl was on a lot of medication.
Hey, I'm trying. Listen. This is a serious interview, but some of this real content is really like, I'm trying to refrain from laughing. But man, come on, man. Come on, like, how could you think about that in a second? Don't give me that robot leg. Like, come on, man. Like, listen, man.
That doesn't get you to talking, okay?
Listen. No shade to anybody with prosthetic limbs. No shade. She just didn't want RoboCop
I wanted my leg, okay?
Yeah.
I was fighting for my leg in Ybor. I was fighting it for there at the hospital, okay? I was fighting.
Crazy in the hospital. I shared a room with my old elementary friend. His name is Brian. Because I remember the nurses were like, "Stay up for me, Brian." And I was like, "Brian?" I was like, "Is that my friend?" And he looked at me. He was like, "Oh, you got shot?" And I was like, "Yeah, they got you too." And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, man, it'd be crazy.
Hey, y'all do know this live, but we can't edit this right now.
We make comedy out of our shit.
Hey, listen, you can laugh at your. That's the realest thing you can do is laugh at your pain.
Yeah.
But y'all young ladies are something else. Y'all need y'all own show, man.
I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, this gonna be the spinoff. The Bullet Buddies.
The
what you say? Hey, come on, man. Bullet Buddy Survivors. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
How long was you down when you was in there? Because you said you lost your vitals.
So I was, so they finally got me into the OR. I was in the OR for 5.5 hours. Because got shot on my femoral artery. They had they left, they stitched up the top part because it goes all the way to my cooter.
Oh.
Yeah. I was very upset about that. Didn't know, and they had to cut the muscle of your calf, and they kept it open.
Your catheter too.
Yeah, I had a catheter. I had a pee through a catheter. I couldn't get up. I was on bed rest for 4 days. I was in the hospital for a week and a day. Wow. And I just got out Monday. I just got out this Monday. So I was in there. I think I was one of the most critical out of everybody, and I was in the hospital the longest than everybody. So thank God for Tampa General Hospital. They definitely.
My sister-in-law worked there. Yeah. My sister worked there. My sister that passed away, she worked Tampa General.
Yeah. Tampa General.
No shade to St. Joseph.
No shade.
But Tampa General.
They was all around.
Come on, man. Come on. Deborah Martha Scott, Tar Valentine. Hey, y'all doing great work at Tampa General, baby.
Sure is. Help me.
So then, how long before you got out?
Man, I got out at 8 in the morning. When they told me I was good to go, I looked at them. I said, huh? I got shot twice, and you telling me I could go home? But
You some kin to Tupac.
Huh?
You some kin to Tupac. You don't know who Tupac is?
I do. But they said I could stay if I needed to, if I didn't know how to walk. Yeah. But they had me walk to the bathroom, and it wasn't that far. But when I tell you, oh my God, trying to sit on the toilet and get off from the toilet.
Yes, I know.
The pain is
especially when you get shot kind of in your ass.
You know I was mad. I was mad I couldn't twerk no more.
No,
man, come on.
Sorry, y'all, but I was
wow.
So bad because when I finally got out there, my first day getting out the bed was Thursday, and I got to go to the bathroom. I feel all the nerve pain. I had to prop my leg. I still kind of prop my leg up when I use the bathroom because it hurts. Because it's just it all shoots up to everything, and it goes to your back, and my back be hurting. I'm like, God damn.
Well, you know what? Y'all are not alone because Coach kind of crippled right now.
We crippled together. I said in the beginning, we cripple walking, okay?
We cripple Crunchtime Survivors. Let me tell you what happened to me last night.
Okay.
So, one of my players having because I coach youth football, the Tampa Bay 10U Jags. Y'all pray for us tomorrow. We got a big game tomorrow.
They gonna win.
So I'm getting ready, trying to rush to get to this birthday party, and not realizing the bottom of the bathtub is slippery. And then it's granite walls in the bathtub. So I'm taking the shower, and I'm on the phone talking. I think I'm talking to him at the time. So I'm like, hey man. So I felt it. So now it's whoa. So now I'm trying to catch the wall. The wall slippery, slope on the wall, and boom, I went down. Only thing I hear is chain. Only thing I can say was help. Man, I'm hurting. So I'm hurting so bad right now. I'm hurting. It feel like I've been in a car wreck. So man, listen, man, ibuprofen, I need you right now. If you out there, ibuprofen, just walk to me.
Ibuprofen 800.
800. I need 1600. One shot. However, right? Man, y'all a handful. I don't even know where to go from this point because it's so real, it's so raw. Now listen, right? So when I actually put the interview out, my brother think that because we do skits and we joke a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, this is real.
So my brother called me and say, man, what the hell is wrong with you, man? That ain't nothing to play about. He said, man, you got my side hurt, man. Somebody gonna hurt you. I say, Duke, that's real.
Yeah.
He said, man, Train, stop playing. Stop playing. Man, I say, no, true story. Duke is real.
not pre-recorded.
It's not pre-recorded. This is real.
Right.
He said, man, y'all play so much. I don't know when to take y'all serious.
Yeah.
Right. Anytime we have a podcast, man, if it's not a comedian over here, man, this stuff is serious. And then my cousin Otis was like, well, man, how you know these people? I said, man, I know this girl Aunt, man. What is wrong with you, man?
For real. Oh, man.
I'm so glad y'all came on. So you actually found out, they actually told you what the shooter would be. Let's get this straight.
Yes.
A lot of the gunfire, let's put this out here now, wasn't acts of violence. It was acts of retaliation and people trying to protect themselves. But still shooting recklessly is what could have happened to y'all.
That's what what happened to us was retaliation. So whoever,
whatever
the boy, because the boy Tyrell started it. So then when he did his thing, everybody just joined in on shooting. So it's like, even when we were laying on the ground, you still hear the shots going off. Mm-hmm. So I was scared. I remember I was praying, like, please don't let me get shot again. I was just crying, like, because, like, I remember, like, when I was on the ground in Ybor, I remember my body got cold and heavy. And I remember, like, I told him, like, I was done fighting. Like, I'm tired.
Yeah, wow. I remember.
I told him I was done. Like, I couldn't do it no more. I was just like, my body's giving up. I'm bleeding out so bad. And then, like, thank God, like, finally they kept keeping me awake and alert. But it took so much energy because I couldn't put pressure on my leg. I couldn't help myself. My blood, I lost so much blood. It was so hard. And then I'm worried about everybody else. So then when I was in the hospital, my mom got to come the next day. Literally, my mom came Monday. I was there Sunday. I was under like top security, okay?
Yeah. She was 122 years old in the house.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, you had a fake name and all.
Yep.
Yeah. They
had to use like a secret code my mom gave them to come in there. Like they had to do all of that.
And that was for your protection.
And it saved because a lot of people started calling like, oh, they were like, and the lady kept coming in there like, do you know who this is? I said, So, that's scary knowing random strangers trying to call because, they're probably trying to get to me. And thank God, like, they got in touch with my mom to, for my mom to set up that high-tech security for me because if not, something could have happened to me, even though, because you're not safe nowhere. Yeah. You're not.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like this, we are so desensitized to mass shootings because this is what this was. We're so desensitized to mass shootings. We don't think about it until it happens to either you or someone you love or in your city. No one thinks about that until it happens. And everyone like the ignorance people think like they think about it because it happened to other people, but when it's them, you wouldn't be ignorant about the situation.
So many people reached out to me and Kyla saying it was our fault we got shot because we be outside in Ybor too much, and I was just like,
we're young, we're young, we have a life, we pay our bills, we work.
It's nobody's fault for being an innocent bystander. You going out to have fun.
That's the point of Ybor, to have fun.
In the perfect world, us as parents, because I'm the old head in here, I'm the OG in here, we would tell you to, hey man, you shouldn't hang out at stores like that. We would tell you, hey, don't be in this place because we're on wisdom, but it took time for us to get wise.
Right.
And y'all have to go through that journey to get the wisdom. And it's gonna be things that you learn that you should do it as you go. I would never tell you not to live your life. I would tell you to be cautious.
That's exactly.
And the thing about all of this is a learning lesson. And prayers go out to the young man and his family that actually died that night.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them.
The 20-year-old was deaf.
The one who
he got shot 3 times.
He got shot 3 times. His third bullet pierced him in his heart, and he was already dead. He had my mom's friend knows their family personally. Mm-hmm. He had the ear implant. And that's crazy. They had just went out there 20 minutes before it happened. And he just wanted to see the costumes. Yeah, he's not even from here. He just wanted to see He had just got
costumes.
off work and stuff, they said, and he was just trying to, hang out with his friends. And he was telling them to duck down and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, just to know you're deaf. Just to know you're deaf, and you couldn't even help your own self. Even the ones of us who could hear and see. We didn't even
see much.
We didn't even see much. But we can hear it. But to know he couldn't, because he doesn't have that. Even though he has that implant, people turn it off.
We just watching, just seeing.
I remember they said on the news, his friends after the shooting had finished, his friends got up and he didn't. He was the only one that didn't get up from the floor. Yeah. And I was just just like watching his family on the news, it put me to tears. I was like, it just be crazy. Like,
I know physically it hurt you, but how you think it is with you just mentally, like
mentally?
Trust, I had so many therapists. I had every single doctor there is known to man come talk to me. Because technically they don't call it PTSD until a month after. So right now they're like acute stress. I have to take medicine. They told me no more smoking for life. I was like, oh my God, like, that's what I do. That's part of me. Now I can't even smoke the pain away. I gotta feel the pain.
They said she could take nicotine. No. They said she could take gummies. Like, we don't even do gummies. I don't want gummies.
But I want the real.
I look at y'all like daughters. I don't want to know about your extracurricular activity.
but like that's something that helps because I have anxiety and depression. So that's something that helps me. So knowing I can't do something that's like, there of course there's regular, write down and stuff, but like that's something that's just like right there. But even though like I'm not a fiend for it, I could take my breaks, but like damn, for the pain, I damn sure need one. Yeah. But they told me I can't have smoke inside my body because like losing so much blood, I have anemia from it. I have to take aspirin every day so my blood doesn't clot. I have to take shots every day.
You gotta take the same thing.
I gotta take the blood clot shot, and then they gave me so much medicine. I take so much medicine. I had to take medicine to even go to sleep. It's so bad because when I was in the hospital, I was having night terrors. I would wake up I'd be dead in my sleep, screaming and crying for my mom. She was screaming. My mom was so scared, like, because you don't know what's going on inside a person's mind. So they had to give me some like real deal like help because it was hard, like not knowing what's going on and stuff. So
Body crazy, and it was open. It was just,
and it's to think like. I just remember my mom's crying. Like, I remember, like, seeing my mom, like, I saw my family, like, my older sister and her friend came and my mom came, and I was so grateful because, I know it's hard to, like, leave 1,000 miles to come and then knowing your child was in critical condition, not knowing if it was life or death. Knowing it was life and death, knowing that I can remember what happened to me, like, my mom was just, it hurts because, like, she says, you don't know until you're a parent. How it feels. And I know how it feels because it's from me, but like I don't know how it is to, like when you're a parent and your child knowing your child died. My mom saw my chart and said no pulse. She said her chest tightened up so bad she couldn't even talk to me because she was like it hurt so bad knowing that happened, knowing that like she lost her baby girl, but her baby girl fought for her. And I fought for everybody. I fought for myself and for everybody. So they talk to you in the hospital like. It's just like, some people don't have that mindset where like, you get shot and you take that and you come back stronger. Some people take it as they got shot and close themselves out from the world. Because even then, when my first day coming going home, I was like, oh my God, it feels so weird being in the car. It feels so weird being in public. Like, I'm not used to it. Even when I had like, a nurse told me to close my eyes. I said, oh, no, I can't do that. Because last time I closed my eyes, they told me, Kylo, open your eyes, fight for your life. So it's hard. That's why they gave me my medicine. So it's just so hard to think about, like, I have to do and take so many things to, like, eat and be okay.
Just be regular, your regular lifestyle.
Yes.
So now this done happened. And I also want to thank everybody that was involved in saving these young women's lives because they are what the world needs. You can tell by their spirits, you can tell by their sense of humor, and we need more people like this in life. TPD, Tampa General, St. Joseph, Sheriff's Department, we're grateful that everybody played a part in saving these young women's lives because we need them here. And with the lesson that was learned from all this, where do we go from, where we go from this moment right here? What's our plan? Right. To move forward, starting with you, Emma.
I think he's asking us.
I'm listening.
That's a deep question. I know for sure no more Ybor for me. For a while. Like Kyla said, like this was like the most challenging thing I went through mentally and physically. Like before all this happened, I finally had like got my life together. I was working, I was doing school, I was building my money, like everything was good. And I'm not taking this as a negative impact to my life because I see it, like my parents said, I see this as a blessing because it really could have went so different. And I probably wouldn't even be able to call my parents, or my parents probably would have seen the news. They probably would have thought I spent the night at Kyla's house, woke up, saw the news, saw Ybor shooting, and it could have went different. So I really see this as a blessing that I'm here for a reason. God gave me a second chance for a reason to live my story, to tell my story, to help in the future what I can do with my story that can stop this or bring this gun violence down just a little bit. Like, my plan from here is to really heal myself physically and mentally and slowly, build my life back, go back to work. I still do my school because my school is online. Like, my teachers wanted me to drop my classes, but I was like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, doing school is like the only thing keeping me sane right now. Like, because I'm like in a bed for like weeks, so like my head goes off places. Like I said, like seeing Kyla's face from that night still plays in my head. Every time I hear the trash being taken out in my neighborhood, it makes that loud boom. Yeah. I get scared. Like the next day of the shooting, somebody was fixing the railing for my apartments because unfortunately I have stairs, so I have to go up and down the stairs. And they were fixing the railing, and I remember hearing the drill, and I woke up hyperventilating, crying in my sleep. My dad had to come get me, and I was like, what's all that noise? Like, what's going on? But, yeah, I just feel like focusing on school and doing my school right now is really helping my mentality because it's still a lot of stuff that trigger me. Like Kyla said, acute stress is what it is right now. Mm-hmm. And a lot of things that just are going on in my head that I still picture. Like, I used to like sleep late, like, but this kind of sleep that I'm missing is like, it's hard. Like, they didn't give me sleep medication. I have to go see a doctor about it now because I be trying to take melatonin, I be trying to take ZQL, everything. Nothing is helping me sleep at night. Like, I take the medication and I fight the sleep. Like, I don't go to sleep till like 8 a.m. and I take like a good 4-hour nap, and then that's enough for me. Yeah. Like, it's really hard for like sleeping wise. So, but yeah, like my plan is just get better, go back to work, keep finishing my school, and just take this as a blessing for the rest of my life and be grateful that I'm still here and I'm still walking and I'm still, got my leg and I'm still breathing,
I'm glad. What's your plans, baby?
My plans, after this whole thing, like I see that I'm blessed. Like, I'm really blessed. God was with me, literally. Like, my angels were with me. I just lost my grandpa a couple months ago, so I know my angel was right there with me, telling me, like, this ain't your time. Like, this is... So, like, from the situation, I take this as, like... I don't take this as, like, something to put me down. I see this as, like, I'm already a strong, independent woman. I'm very, very verbal about how I feel. So, I like that about myself. Like, I keep that... That's what keeps me, Because I lost... Like, that night, I lost the me that was me there. So I had to build a new Kyla. Even though, like, I want old Kyla, because old Kyla, independent, wild, free spirit. Now this is Kyla. Kyla got to be cautious. Like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to be scared. Like, who wants to be scared of, like, the world they love, Yeah, this world is sick, but, like, you can find things that make you happy. So it's just, like, it's hard to think about, like, you got to be cautious. Like, I have to, like my mom told me, like, I'm going to be one of those who's, like, back got to be on the wall so I can see everything that's going on. Like, I have to, like, loud noises do trigger me. Like, I can't hear, like, repeating sounds because that's what I was hearing that night. So that's a trigger. So honestly, I'm trying to see my life, like, I'm trying to build back up. Like, this knocks you down, but this won't knock you down forever. Right. You'll go up, But this won't be the type of up you want it to be because it takes a process. Now it's a process because you got to heal, and your mentality has to be wanting that for you. You have to want that for yourself. No one can want, everybody can want that for you, but you have to want that for yourself. And I want to be able to just walk normal. I don't want to walk with a walker. Like, it hurts. It sucks. Because, like, I'm 20. I shouldn't have to be going through this. So now it's just like, I'm trying to get back up. I'm trying to be, like, by the end of all this, I want to be rich, okay?
Yeah.
So that's my mentality. Like, I want to be rich, and I want everybody to know, like, nobody's alone. Like, no one's alone in the situation. Even the people who got hurt that night, I want them to know they're not alone. We're all in this together. We're a unit now. We're stuck forever. We all got bullet wounds. We all stuck, okay?
Yeah.
Even the ones who wasn't there and was just who got hurt in that process. They're not alone either. Yeah, you didn't get hurt, but you were there. You know how it feels.
You know what's crazy? You just dropped some gems to like the last minute and 30 seconds, and you still found a way to put humor in there somewhere. Like I really think that your calling is you made for the both of you are made for the camera.
Yeah.
And y'all really need to think about like pursuing this type of stuff because not only do you have a story to tell, but I think the vibe is infectious, and I think the world needs to know this. They need to know. So, man, we really thank y'all for coming on and telling your story. And you want to share it with the Crunchtime Survivors, the coaching staff, man. Yeah. You couldn't have shared your story with two cooler dudes. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Auntie Hook.
Look at that. Cat, we cool dudes. Y'all could have shared your story with better people.
Right.
Now, guess what, man?
Hooked us up.
Yes. Hey, we're proud of y'all. And like even in this moment, like me and my daughter don't have the best relationship, but I feel like I'm talking to my daughters.
Yeah.
And it bothers you because that make you want to make relationship better because your dad could have lost you.
Yeah.
Your mom could have lost you. My mama lost a child, and my mom's still not right.
Yeah.
My mom still, and it wasn't sudden. We had a chance. We had a chance. My sister died of cancer.
Yeah, my mom's been shot before, so my mom and my real dad, they both been shot before, so they I don't talk to my real dad, but I just know like.
But if you can, because I'm gonna tell you, it hurt us too.
Yeah.
No matter what type of man we was, I wasn't the greatest man coming up and understanding life in my 20s and 30s, and my daughter probably didn't benefit the best from me.
Yeah, that's how it is. You reflect from how they act.
Yeah.
But if you I want to tell everybody, like, if you still can get that bond, get that bond. Because my mom is my bestest friend.
Yeah.
And me, I went through everything with her. Literally, I went through her trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
And now she's going through them with mine.
Fix them.
That's hard. You gotta think about it.
Fix them.
If you hurting and there's nothing she can do at that time.
Yeah.
That's a hurtful feeling.
It hurts.
And it made me think, what if my daughter was in Ybor that night? She's the same age as y'all.
Yeah.
Like like you actually may know my daughter, Destiny Scott. She went to you're 18, she's 21 now. So you're probably
about a freshman. She probably was a freshman when she was done.
Yeah. So even with that being said, it's like, man, I see y'all, and it's like, dog, I don't know how with that, right? And my baby called me, and she done got shot in Ybor. Like, man, I feel like that happened just looking at y'all. And as a father, I don't want you in Ybor. I don't want you hanging out.
I don't want to be.
I don't want you in these streets. I want you working on that hair salon, and I want you to become a doctor, not just a nurse. Everything's a stepping stone. That's what I want you to do.
Yes.
But in the real world, you're gonna heal. You might gonna want to go out again. I'ma just say be cautious.
With due process, okay?
Yeah.
Due process.
Due process.
I'm sure you ain't rushing.
Hey,
I want to start off Baby Says the movie.
Yeah, like we already planned. Like we gonna have a little brunch.
Y'all better invite the coaching staff. How y'all gonna have a brunch without the coaching staff? Hey, we don't never get we don't never get my man behind the screen that make all this stuff happen. Hey, you stick your head in here, man. Get in front of the camera for a second, man. Hey, man, get in front. I don't never give my man this cologne. Why you can smell it? Because I don't give men flowers. I give him cologne. This that good stuff. Versace. This that good stuff we giving him. Hey, without him, Crunchtime Survivor would have never got the fuel in the engine. that I really want to give Miss Cologne right now because he has a lot to do with what we got going on every day.
I'll give you your applause.
And give my man a... Hey, look, that's been another episode of Crunchtime Survivor podcast, and we got some real Crunchtime Survivors. Y'all see him right here. Hey, look at the camera and tell him to stop playing. Stop playing.